Good evening, friends. Welcome back to the channel. And on this momentous occasion, 1 year of the PS1 Racing Challenge. Now, you'll notice, very briefly, I've not put up the actual game yet. Got a little bit of admin to take care of first, because, of course, this is Game 75. We're starting today. This is the winner of the nominations. So that means we need to draw 3 new games for the next viewer vote. So I suppose I'll jump straight into that. Good evening, madame. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. So option 1 will be Ray Tracers. Now, I think PS1 Addict nominated that for the previous one. Let's have a look. Ray Tracers.
Finally, I'm free.
Ooh, voice acting in a PS1 race, huh? Cool. Spoilers. Let's get to the gameplay. Oh, very arcadey. Okay. So that'll be option 1. Spilled sugar. Oh gosh, well, make sure you get that swept up or you'll get ants. Right, option 2 will be Colin McRae. Ah, now this was one of the best games on the PS1. But we'll see how nice the voters are. I don't really need to look this up. I know exactly how it is.
One left into 5 right. Over jump. 4 left.
Well, fingers crossed for me.
2 left. Long 4 right.
Cool. So option 2 is Colin McRae Rally.
3 right into 2 left.
Awesome. Option 3 shall be Need for Speed 2. Interesting. It looks like we've got 3 solid options there. I'm pretty sure Need for Speed 2 will be a one-shot because both Need for Speed 3 and 4 were one-shots. But we shall see. Hey, Bren. We're just drawing up the next vote games. This is option 3. Ooh, that frame rate looks bad, doesn't it? Yep. I'll recap in a moment. Oh, what's the structure to this? Come on, give me a menu. Game set up a tournament. Tournament and knockout to do. Bop through a bunch of tracks. That'll be a one-shot. But yeah, the 3 options: Ray Tracers, Colin McRae Rally. Please, 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 please. But don't let me influence you. Please. And Need for Speed 2. But I'll show you Ray Tracers quickly, Bren. That looks interesting. So let's see how it looks with the upscaling. Look at the reflection in the rear window. Some bad popping in the background. I don't know if that's caused by the upscaler. Yeah, traffic isn't as annoying in this game because you just destroy it all. They included the cutscenes. They had like voiced cutscenes between the missions as well, which doesn't seem to be in this video. Go back to this one. Here we go. Well, I say cutscenes. It's just text boxes.
Away with it. Poor Maki. Maki?
Studios. So, it was you. I did an awful thing. Controlled by that machine.
Spoilers. Right, let's turn on those vote buttons. Game 8. So vote 1 was Ray Tracers. Game 2. And Need for Speed 2. Cool. That is live. There was definitely an anime vibe there, madame. You're right. I will save you. I'll put some pictures on that later. So I just fix my setup. And we can finally go and actually do some video game. Right. Main scene. Let's go. No, it doesn't want to unpause. Oh dear. Come on. Right. Let's try that again. Come on. Play. 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 I know this one works. I've run it before. What's going on today? Hey, Paragleaver. Just having some technical beefs, it would seem. Maybe it didn't like me having it. Oh, hello. Yeah. Maybe it didn't like me having it held on pause for so long. Play. There we go. We're good. Found it difficult. Okay. Well, I mean, I think a lot of people played this when they were young. For myself, this was the first PS1 game I ever played. Oops. Why Steam come up? Go away, Steam. Because that was the deal. It was like console, extra controller, memory card, Crash Bandicoot in this game, and I think I played this before Crash Bandicoot. So I did play it briefly last year when I was kind of preparing to start the challenge, and I found the handling very over-responsive, is how I'd describe it. Last night turned out quite well. Yeah, it did, Bren. I mean, we didn't get a good turnout, but everyone who was there was having a good time, and it wasn't empty. And I had a lot of fun, so that was super cool. I've had some good feedback about the EP as well. I know it sounds a bit rough because I'm just an amateur doing this shit at home, but it's funny. I think it's gone down well. Very cool feature with the track, though. Yeah, it does. It changes the layout lap by lap, doesn't it? I think this is a. Oh, does this have analog support? Right, who are we gonna be? We've got Dan, Rachel. I think the only difference you get is colour of your Porsche and, you know, the model of the person in it. Dan, Rachel, Beats, Nikita, Marco, or Takabo. Gotta go with Rachel, haven't I? I'll stick it on automatic because I don't think this is a particularly... Driving mode, sim or arcade? Easy, regular, or evil? Oh, voice line as well. Right, yeah. One thing about the EP would be... Yeah, I am in a flat with people above and below me, so... It is a fact that I was paranoid about the sound, the noise, especially because I know just how shit the noise is in this flat. So, I don't know.
Okay, you ready?
Let's race!
Oh no, I regret picking this character. Wait, isn't triangle meant to be... There we go. Yeah, the car is quite twitchy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like the analog input needs dampening a little. Anyway, Brent, as I was gonna say, right, with this one being the first, I was a bit shy of like over-investing into it. But what I might do in, like, if I try to do more in the future is I just hire a studio for, like, a cheap studio to do my vocal takes in or something. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm quite happy with how it turned out, all things considered. Not slippery as the Hooters game. Very good point, madame. Yeah, it was very slippery. Yeah, I think it's just a case of you just gotta get used to it. You're very delicate with your inputs and you're fine. Whereas Hooters, there was no redeeming quality there. Oh, how do I honk a horn? I want to honk my horn. Nope. Oh, D-pad down to look back. That's great when you're trying to steer. Oh, there's my horn. D-pad up. Now, when I played this, I wouldn't have had an analog controller. Oh yeah, the Hooters game was a mess.
Amazing drive!
Yeah, possibly, Bren. Well, the reason I talk about getting a like hiring something is I'm basically just taking taking influence from Petrol Horse there, because I know what he does. Like, he home records all his music because it's electronic music, and then he gets a sound engineer to do his vocals for him.
Let's race.
Like having someone on hand, well, you know, a professional's always going to do it better, but also it was a bit of a pain having to press the record button, walk to my microphone, walk back, like press stop. I have to cut off the bits of the take when I was walking to and from the microphone. So it would like certainly speed up the process to have someone there with me, and a bit of feedback as well. It's because I went back and pretty much did extra takes for all of Crisis, which is the like the monster cover, just to try and make my vocals a bit punchier. And you know, if I had had feedback sooner, I might have been able to deal with that sooner. To be honest, whilst I'm worried about making noise, I'm not too worried because they're not great for noise either, so some of it just counts as revenge. But I am generally a conflict-averse person, so... Why am I still only in 5th? I've been driving that badly. Ooh. Get wrecked. Oh. Extreme Porsche Unleashed got it mixed up with this. Yeah, Porsche Unleashed was so good. I really wish I 100%ed that now. I did have a lot of fun with it, but it was annoying how once you moved on to the next era, you couldn't go back and 100% the one you'd finished. Someone bought an RV in. I'd love an RV. We try. So it's a case of I have to win all of them.
Come on. Let's race.
Let's race. Come on, darling. Well, what year was this game? Must have been one of the earlier ones if I got it with my console, like 1997 maybe? Possibly even 96? When did I get my PS1? I definitely started secondary school, which was 1996, so... I think it must have been 1997 when I got my PS1. Kind of in... maybe. It doesn't feel realistic at all now. You know, you can see how you can yeet round the corners. But you know, anything 3D was impressive to us back then. Yeah, it definitely does, because I got Gran Turismo on release day. The official PS1 magazine hype for Gran Turismo definitely got me. Oh, yellow hitting the tram.
Oi!
Oh, fuck.
Hey! Hard luck.
I mean, one of the big noticeable things that's sticking out to me is the pop-in. They haven't done anything to kind of soften it.
Come on!
Now, pop-in is just a fact of life in this console, but yeah, there were tricks to make it less jarring that haven't been used here. But I'd say it looks good for the whole. Now I've got used to the twitchy handling. It's decent, it's consistent, you know. Yeah, they've definitely put the work in on this one with the trackside details. I mean, that Vegas-y style strip is very nice. Yeah, that's one thing as well. That's one easy way to avoid pop-in is to have the place be dense enough that there's something hiding what's popping in. 2 years before your time with that. I think you're a lot younger than... Certainly a lot younger than myself. I won't speak for Bren. Well, because I don't know how old Bren is, but I assume he's a similar age to me with... because he remembers these games. Ooh. Come on! Get out of my way, I'm gonna win the race. Get in.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is quite fun. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. Yeah, it is Boxsters only. So I don't know whether that was a decision by the developers or Porsche kind of pushed that to show off the Boxster, but yeah, it's just Boxsters. Race 3 of 12.
Come on!
Let's race.
This game does have one-shot potential all over it, of course. You know, every game on this console seems to have one-shot potential. Yeah, I think it's a case of... I think there's 6 tracks. But it's a 12-track tournament. So I think we visit each one twice, but the second time we visit, we have all the variants in play. So the dynamic tracks that Paragleber was mentioning earlier are the second set. So the races get longer. Well, if he misses it, that's his fault. But he was certainly hyped for it. Oh. Huh. Hard luck.
Hard luck.
Try again. So did the lives get... my lives get refreshed? No. Oh shit, it's 3 lives for the whole tournament. Lego models, you broke the graphics and saw the grey models, gosh.
Come on.
Let's race.
Like breaking the Matrix. Right, so it looks like I'm gonna get bumped back to Winnipeg next time I fail to win a race. So I'll do my usual thing of have a few... Well, I don't know. I don't want to save scum this one. Certainly don't want to yet. But I was going to say the usual thing of at least a few as designed attempts before I think about bringing save scumming into it. Becoming interesting. Yeah, it is just a very simple case of the console wasn't very powerful, so there's only so much you can draw. So if you want a further draw distance, either, well, you kind of need to make everything else more basic to free up resource for it. I mean, it's still a thing these days, but you'll, rather than actual popping, you'll notice things increasing in detail as they get closer. Come on! Oh, we got another lap? Oh no, we're just halfway around the lap. Oh, I thought I'd done him on the line there. But instead I'm just winning comfortably, which is boring. There we go.
Amazing drive.
Next race in Alpine. Ooh. So all the locations for tracks in this game, it all seem to be places where rich kids would go on holiday with the parents' money. Alright, this is the skiing holiday. We had Vegas and...
Oi!
Obviously a bit of Tokyo because the 90s. Bums. Ooh, that was a fun little thing I've just remembered. So obviously, all these cars have the top down now, but if you went on 2-player mode, all the cars suddenly got roofs, so they didn't have to, so they could save a bit of processing power by hiding the character models. It makes sense though. Just think, if they'd put roofs on for single player as well, maybe our draw distance could have been a further 50 meters down the road. But now, having the characters visible, fuck. It was worth it, I think, for this game. It seemed so cool when I was a teenager to have all that on show. Got close with an NPC face because you got cutscene. Oh gosh. Right, game over. So yeah, just alright. Straight back to the main menu. Is there even an opportunity to save in this championship mode? Alright, let's try someone else. Let's try Takabo. Alright, I take back what I was saying about it being the rich kids' playground. I don't remember them all going to Stuttgart for the holidays.
Let's go!
Oh gosh. Oh, it'll be Stuttgart because that's where Porsche's based, isn't it? I'm taking a guess, to be honest. Right, okay, so the rich kids did go to Stuttgart to get their Porsches in person. Bren's going for the big boy. Colin McRae. Close your eyes. I know, madame. Even if you did close your eyes, I feel like because it had the anime characters in, that's probably the best choice for you anyway. What was it called again, the first one? Ray Tracers. Not a movie tie-in. What? Ray Tracers? Is there a movie called Ray Tracers? I don't watch many films. By many, I think I might have watched 3 this year. No, 2. 2 films this year.
Come on.
One of them was the Le Mans film. And the other was of all things, a documentary about Colin McRae that I found on Amazon Prime. And actually, that was really weirdly timed, that documentary, because it was filmed while he was alive. And, you know, it interviews him and all that, and has, like, shots of him with his family. But then he died before it was released. So it got all, yeah. So it got all that in the end as well. Oh, so sad. Yeah. Definitely see your point, madame. I mean, I was just impressed that there was a PS1 racing game with voice acting, regardless of how. Sorry, there was a fly right in my face then for some reason. Stupid little insect. Proper distracted me. But yeah, I was just surprised it had voice acting at all. Bye-bye, yellow. Get trammed. Yeah, the biggest issue with the very swinging handling model, it's very hard to make small adjustments without overdoing it. For the most part, it's fine once you know it's there. I like the glitchy shot. I'll have to look out for that. I've not noticed them. Anyway, full sweep of wins so far, that's good. Oh, come on, be less twitchy. I wonder if there's a sensitivity option. Well, not in here. Oh well. Yeah, there's no getting to the menus once the tournament's underway either, is there? Oops. Yeah, Shadow is bouncing around a bit. That might be my upscaling at work, though, causing mischief. Ooh. Also worth remembering that, you know, these games originally, when they came out, everyone had CRT televisions, which kind of blurred up the picture a little, smoothed it out a bit. So we kind of expose that sharpness that wouldn't have been seen at the time. No, I think with CRT, they'd the pixels would kind of bleed into each other a little bit, which smoothed it out. Well, hey, another win. Well, modern flat screens are so much better. In part just because of how much less space they occupy.
Come on.
We've got a few. Got this. No thanks, it's swinging too much. And then we got a closer one. So this is the far chase cam. No on board though. Ah, bums. I've just had a beer, and next I'm having a Paul's Hard Diet Pepsi, otherwise known as Lamb's Navy Rum and Coke. Oh, I know what Mike's Hard Lemonade is. I think you've mentioned it before, actually. Oh, I need to start braking for that jump. I get shafted every time by it. on, leader, where are you? Please crash into a tram or some shit. It slowed down a little, but not enough. Oh well, third a second, it doesn't matter. I do love rum.
Come on.
Let's go!
Alright, one life down. Ah, brake for the jump. You silly Billy. Ah. Come on. You know what? Don't brake for the jump, just make sure you take it better. That's better. I overslowed there. Get in. Come on. Oh, it's funny to remember how amazing the graphics were back then. Yes. Cool driving. Now the long tracks. So it's only 4 tracks, and we're having to... I see the way this is going. So 12 race tournament. Go to each track 3 times to do short version, long version, variant version. Yeah. There's a fella I met a few months ago. He has his own YouTube channel called The Retro Perspective. And what he does occasionally, he gets old official PlayStation magazines from the time and goes through them. And it's wild how they talk about the graphics. Oh, we get to save. Awesome. You know, it's like they were completely dismissive of anything 2D. If it wasn't 3D, why even bother releasing it as far as they were concerned? It was completely wild. They also have this... They keep describing things as being pump for being bad. I think that's them wanting to call something shit, but trying not to use actual swear words. So they use pump, which is like very childish English slang for fart. Ooh. Okay, these long versions are certainly a bit twistier. That's fine. Oh, a hair. Oh, no, no, no. I wish the handbrake was on the shoulder buttons. Could have done with it at that hairpin. Well, yeah, it is what it is, quite frankly. You know, it's a slice of history, and that's one of the fun things about the challenge I'm doing. To be honest, is it's an opportunity to revisit these old games and see, you know, how well or how badly they've aged. You know, it's fun. Honest. If it works, why not? Or saying that, if it's a 4:3 aspect ratio one, you know, all TV's done in widescreen now, isn't it? That could be awkward. Although they did do widescreen CRTs before flat screens became the norm. So the first thing was, they were wide. Yeah, they did widescreen ones, but they were still like kind of curved outwards, and then they replaced the widescreen ones with like the flat screens, not like flat in depth, but you know, the actual viewing plane was flat as opposed to like curved. And then, you know, you got your super slim units that we have now. It's a 4x3. Maybe get yourself an old PlayStation to plug into it, because all these games I'm playing are in 4:3. I've got, like, I've chopped it off on the stream, but I've got black bars on either side where the game doesn't render. What? How did I win? I was terrible. But yeah, what happens when you're watching like a widescreen program on your 4x3? Is it chopping off bits of the picture? Or is it squeezing it in?
Come on! Let's go!
Oh, black bars top and bottom, of course, yeah. Letterbox. Oh, why's that van moving into the road? What a William. It ruffles your jimmies. Oh, I love that turn of phrase. 4x3 with a side. Well, that's the thing, because I'm running in. Like, I'm streaming 16:9, but I'm playing a game that's 4:3. That's the perfect opportunity to do, well, exactly what I've done. And put some other information there without having to overlay the game. And yeah, I did exactly the same when I used to play iRacing on an ultra wide and stream into 16:9, you know, rather than chopping off the edges of the picture. I letterboxed it, but then used the spare real estate to put some other stuff there. I suppose it's one of those things, if you're used to it, madame, as soon as you see it in normal, it'll look weird to you. Played a 16:9 game and squeezed it into 4:3 and then streams the black bars. Fucking hell. A worthy unfollow there. There's one guy I follow, and I should at least turn off the email notifications because his grammar and his going live alert is wrong. I've been tempted so many times to go onto his stream and say, mate, if you fix the grammar of your go live alert, I'll give you a sub. Deal? Like for 1 month. Put an apostrophe in the right place, fix your capitalization, and you can have a sub for a month. How about it? Oh gosh. So it's probably chopping off the top and chopping something off. Ah. I mean, I do feel like, because the aspect ratios between PAL and NTSC are a little different, I think. I do, because sometimes I do chop off a bit of the No, I think it's the PAL ones. Yeah, so I am chopping off a bit here because the PAL aspect ratio is slightly different to the NTSC. I think the first game I played, or the game I set up my display on, was an NTSC. So my PAL ones sit weird. I kind of want to fix it. Like, have 2 scenes depending on which... Oh, fuck, I need to fix that. Hold on. Yeah. Have 2 scenes depending on which region the game I'm playing is from. But I don't know if I've mentioned, but I've been a busy boy, so... I've got a week off work now, so... hoping to get some shit done. Have you taken a shortcut, Yellow? Is there a shortcut there? Oh, how many laps? You on a 5-lapper? The aspect ratio is the important bit. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You don't want a distorted picture. Although I was, you're gonna hate me for this, Bren. I was capturing game footage for a music video I'm gonna do a video for the midlife crisis song. So I wanted a load of game footage, and I want some PS1 footage and some modern racer footage. And I'll be like, I have disembodied heads like hanging around on top of it playing kazoos and shit. But yeah, I ended up stretching PS1 for that because I didn't want black bars appearing and disappearing as part of the thing. Now, which game was it? It was either Ridge Racer Type 4 or Colin McRae Rally. I was capturing footage of both of those. And one of them actually supported widescreen in the options. So it wasn't actually stretched. I was using a very rare PS1 widescreen game. I was well impressed. Stretching is criminal. Hands are tied, sorry. I mean, the alternative, I suppose, would be to zoom in and cut off top and bottom rather than stretching, but then you end up with half the HUD off the screen, and it's not gonna work. Oh, would it? Would it really matter? Because it'll just be like a few seconds then gone. Huh. Yeah. Oh. I saw your follow-up comment, don't worry. I don't mind people having a pop at me anyway. It's part of being a streamer, isn't it? You gotta take the bad with the good. Oh, well done, madame. TV box. What the... TV box? Like the box the TV came in? I'm confused now. My Boxster! Oops. At least I didn't hit the post. Oh, okay. What they used to call a set-top box until the TVs became too small to put a box on top of them. Yeah, I remember. Ooh. I got money from Bandcamp. How nice. A handful of people have actually paid for my EP. It's a weird feeling. Okay, so these longer tracks are also 4-lap races now. That actually makes it easier as well. Well, the tracks are longer, so you got more time to do catching up. And then the race is longer as well, which also means you got more time to do catching up. I think it means that the first 4 tracks in the game are also the hardest, because individual mistakes are more punishing because they represent a bigger percentage of the total race. Oh, hello. Hello. What rubbish variant? Fill a background effect on some video clips, like on portrait. Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. YouTube uses that, doesn't it? Better than black sidebars, certainly. I have an old TV box that uses an antenna. Not what's it? Oh gosh. Yeah, if it's broken, get it recycled. Like, yeah. Don't keep clutter for no good reason. Nah. Ultimately, as a streamer, if you're playing a 4:3 aspect ratio game, I've already kind of made this point tonight, but, you know, that real estate is an opportunity to either improve the stream or try and sell shit. Oh, Fluffed is gonna be livid if he doesn't get here soon. Oh, of course, the old, yeah, we had similar over here where, yeah, there was a big turn-off of the old system of broadcasting TV. And, yeah. All of a sudden, all your old hardware stopped being able to receive TV. That was it. We went from analog to digital. So you needed digital receivers. So if you had an old TV, that meant having to have a set-top box like you've got. That was fun. All the old dears who couldn't watch TV anymore and they don't do anything else. Your update on his ankle. Were you here when he went over it on Thursday? Made it worse. I've not heard. Yeah. So no update on the condition. I assume that's just, you know, the swelling's gone back down and he's just trying not to go over it on it. He did post a little story in the Slops Discord though, where, well, he was out and about today, was trying to get on a bus on crutches. And this, like, a dad and 2 daughters pushed by him almost. Like, pretty much forced their way past him to get on the bus first. And then sat in the, like, the seats for disabled people. And steadfastly avoided eye contact with him whilst he was having to stand on a bus with crutches. Ah, mate. Well, the poor bugger lives in London, so it's full of cunts. Yeah, he says he rebroke it, but the thing is, I suggested at the time he should go to A&E, and it turns out he was still waiting to have a cast put on it anyway. Wicked, enjoy the interactive tracks. So it was basically a case of he wasn't going to bother. You know, watch classic movies. I pretty much only watch one channel over here, and it's the Old Game Show channel. And I struck gold today. Oh, Madame, you won't know who this guy is, but I think Bren will. I decided to just pop on the telly while I was having lunch today, and it was a celebrity version of Family Fortunes. And normally the modern celebrity ones, I don't care for. I want to see the old ones. But I struck gold with this one because one of the teams was headed by Brian Blessed. What a legend. And he was in full Brian mode as well. It was hilarious. Loved it. Right, so we're on the third pass through the tracks now, and what will happen is, like, lap 1 is short, lap 2 is long, and basically it's a different route every lap. Which is fun. Yeah, it does feel slow on the long straights. At 235, whatever unit that is, I'm going to assume that's kilometers per hour. Ooh, I've just noticed the driver is on what a British person like me would describe as the correct side. I wonder if that's a special concession for the English version, and they're on the left in like the American version and on the continent. Well, he was around before then as well, but yes, Brian Blessed, he voiced Clayton in Tarzan, didn't he? Ah, okay. That's okay about the developer being British. I did not know. That explains why the Japanese driver is using a racial stereotype with all of his speech, swapping his L's and R's. It's pretty cringy. Well, I've never seen Tarzan, Madame, but I knew it was him because he did also voice Clayton in Kingdom Hearts. Whereas often Kingdom Hearts doesn't get the doesn't manage to get the proper Disney voices, but they did for him. And I remember for Hades as well, they managed to get what's he called now? Oh, James Woods. Okay, because Ryan Blessed was, you know, I think he's in his 80s now. He's, you know, a very old man. But like, he was famous for some like much older movies, like being in Flash Gordon. What else was he in? Yeah, but yeah, he's been going for decades, and just an incredibly loud and entertaining man.
Come on. Let's go.
Like, one of the questions. In fact, Madame, Family Fortunes, it's called Family Feud in the USA. So it was our version of that. Z-Car, yeah. Fancy Smith. So yeah, our version of Family Feud. And one of the questions was, name something that moves very slowly. So the top answer had been snail. The second answer had been tortoise. And they came to Brian. Name something that moves very slowly. Do you know what he said? The moon. The moon! And then he went to his daughter, who was next to him. Name something that moves very slowly. Time. They were properly overthinking it. But yeah, it was such a funny episode. I was in absolute bits. Oh, going this way this time. Whoa! Look at all the vans. I think you know when well, time's relative. Like, the speed of time is relative, isn't it? You know, it's a case of perception. If you want an example of time moving slowly, imagine when you were 8 years old and it was Christmas Eve and all you wanted was for it to be tomorrow so you could open all your presents. Or if you want a better example of time moving slowly, you're waiting for a bus and it's late. Nope, bridge is open again. Through we go. Whoa! Oops. Shit. It's okay, I've got a lap. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I was waiting for you. I thought I was gonna ask, Bren, because you've got a sub badge there. It's like, why are you watching Twitch? Oh, we're talking about the perception of time thing still. You're not stuck behind ads. I was gonna say, why are you getting ads? You subbed. I think everyone's used TV for background noise, madame. It's It's a common thing. No, Bren, you don't need to do that. You just need to remember that I'm an idiot. Oh, hello.
Let's go!
We've got original Stig. We probably put him in a white suit. Hello. Yeah, the thing is, Bren, if you put, in reference to our ongoing conversation regarding time, every time, I'd complain about your comments being too long to be readable whilst playing a racing game. You can't win with me. It's hard. It's hard work being a Twitch viewer, isn't it? Honestly, you should get money from subs rather than me. No, I thought that was a shortcut earlier. Bums. Whoa! What happened to the black car? Yeah, well, it's the same with every flavour of the month, isn't it, madame? Whatever's popular gets overmade until everyone hates it. If it makes money, they're gonna keep churning them out. That's why that's why The Simpsons has been going on for 20 years too long. Well, more like 25 years too long now, isn't it? So much. Because it keeps bringing in money. I mean, it's such a shame because The Simpsons at its peak was like all-time classic television. It's just been absolutely ruined. Get back here, rival car. Oh, they closed the gates. Gotta go this way this time. Oh, the twitchy handling. I just want to nudge it slightly. I can't. Get in. Well, she like, but it's kind of offensive. Well, yeah. Terror of Time. Oh gosh, no, it wasn't a village full of people with dwarfism, was it? That seems pretty tasteless. Right, I think this is the last race of the game. Unless I fail to win several times on the bounce, run out of lives, and I have to go back 3 races. A 38. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that is incredibly old. Mirror mode. If mirror mode's kind of like built into tournament, then yes, but it doesn't look like it. I don't see a need to do mirror mode here. I don't really feel it adds anything to proceedings. And to be honest, when mirror mode is built into a game, it's like into the main campaign. It kind of sucks. It's like it's fine as a bit of bonus fluff, but yeah, yeah, nah. Yeah, just more of the same. It's just a right instead of a left, you know. Even all my muscle memory comes into play, and it's box ticking, isn't it? After all, the challenge is to beat the games, not to 100% them. Yeah, I mean, it is far too a highbrow debate, I think, for my channel. Like the whole idea of whether things get a pass for being old, you know, judging old things by modern values, blah blah blah. But I don't really have an answer to it. There's an old dwarf cast. Oh wow. That's interesting. But then is it, you know, has that come from a good place? You know what I mean? Or is it like an old dwarfism cast with the idea of, ha ha, look at all the little people sort of thing, you know? Which would be pretty horrible. Oh god, I should have gone left. Oh no, no, no. Oh yeah, I should. Yeah, definitely should. No. Still in first somehow. Alright, okay. Yeah, didn't need to go left. We're fine. Oh, where are you going, Cheaty Jim? I couldn't even see if there was a shortcut there. Hello. Wasn't that much of a shortcut though, if you were failing to even get ahead of me. Alright, there we go. Paul Fluffed missed his game. It's the Ayrton Senna Kart Duel 2 thing all over again. You apostrophe space re a champion. Congratulations! Now challenge the mirror mode. No. That's credits. Here's a load of Porsches that aren't in the game. For your ending. Oh, wouldn't have these been fun to drive, eh? I saved you a job. You're welcome. Oh, the old running starts for Le Mans. They were mad. Right, cool. 1 hour 26. Let's get my spreadsheet. Maybe a wheel spin as well. Ah, 26. Stream 100. 508. 23. What was it? 26. 383. 25. I was hoping it was be a bit longer. I knew it wasn't a big game, but you know, I was hoping for a bit more meat. Like I remembered there being 6 tracks, not 4. Now, the way they kind of recycled the tracks is better than some games in that, you know, a short version and a long version, and then the variant mode. That's a bit better than like just reverse track or mirror mode and reverse mirror mode and blah blah blah. So, you know, that was reasonable, but definitely light on content. The handling was fine, except for when you wanted to make minor adjustments, and it really needed some like low input damping to allow you to make those adjustments. But you know, you can kind of forgive it because it would have been one of the very first games to use analog input, you know? And it was proper analog input. Like I didn't really feel I needed analog input on accelerate and brake. I was at 100% of either at all times. But with the steering, yeah, it's like with analog, you want to be able to make those minor adjustments that I wasn't allowed to make. So I'm thinking it's either a 6 or a 7 out of 10 because, you know, the game looked good. It largely played well. You know, even though it was only 4 tracks, they were all distinct. Well, you know, actually, the way they should have made that bigger should have been an extra track in each of those locations. No more locations, just an extra track with a different layout using the same visual assets would have been a way to pad it out nicely. Two-player mode would have won it extra review marks too. Yeah, I expect it would have done. It was a good game. 6 or 7. 6 or 7. Damn Riggs. Is that a reference to the new vote options, Shadow? So I'm gonna say entertaining, but a bit thin. Well, I gave Naniwa Wangan Battle a 6. That had dodgy collisions. Firebug's got a 7, and that was thin. Played nice, but thin. I'm gonna give it a 7. Yeah. Shadow's on a. He's got a technicality there, and yeah, the option's open for you as well, Bren, because I can restrict individual redeems, but I can't cause the use of one redeem to restrict another redeem, which is what Lord Shadowcaster is using to prevent me having fun. I would really enjoy playing Colin McRae Rally because it's a really good game. But to be honest, there's no obvious stinker in that list, so. Which is just as well, because games 76, 77, 78, and 79 have stinker all over them. So, I'm afraid there's no wheel spin right now, because we've just finished the nomination game, and game 80 is going to be the viewer vote game, which we've already spun the votes for. Treating like a yep, it can be used like that. I'm not going to. That's a lot of noise from upstairs, bastards. Too bad it's not Road Rash 3. Half looking forward to Road Rash 3D. I enjoyed it. I just sucked at it. But it's one of those, like, because there's traffic, you just kind of get rearing to go around a corner. It's like, ooh, car, bang. So yeah, the next game is Castrol Honda VTR. Now I was thinking, it's like, do I go for a second game tonight? I'm going to have to because Porsche Challenge was so short. But I was considering like just doing one game and then moving on to trying to finish Ghost Song. But because it's Stream 100 and it's the anniversary, I'm going to have to do at least some Castrol Honda VTR. That's entered. That'll do. And there's several championships in this. So I need to update the win condition. Make a small distinction. And cool. Let's save that. Pause that. And I'm going to take a quick break, top up my drinks, and then we'll make a start with game 76. Castrol Honda VTR.